Hello, it's Fran Davidson from psychicandenergywork.com.au, and this is the fourth and last component of my video monthly observations for November 2024. This video talks about the reality numbers in the chart. So in numerology, you've got three main numbers. You've got the birth number, you've got the MO, you've got the reality number. The birth number comes out of the dates that are associated with the person or the being or the period involved. For example, November is the 11th month. Yeah. The MO is derived from the name of the person, the being, the period. Yeah. So the name November, take all of those letters, each of them represents a number, add them all up, and there you go. And then the reality number tells us the specific outcomes, end states, end points, attainments that we come to as a result of living through, embracing or not on a spiritual level or egoic, the dynamics that come through the birth number and MO states. I hope I haven't made that too confusing. Feel free to go through to the other videos, 2 and 3, to get a bit more of a handle on what I've just said. So every month we get 2 levels of number, the generic and the specific. Every November brings us a reality number of 51.6. 5 plus 1 equals 6, so it's a 51, which reduces to 6. Then November 2023 also brings us a reality number of 2178, which reduces to 9. Yeah? So this is really interesting because both 6 and 9 are passive numbers. Passive number means that life is more prone to corner us, to sit still, to wait, so that we observe more. If all we're able to do is run around and do things and create things and attain goals, we don't tend to always sit still enough to reflect or turn inwards, to connect to greater wisdom, higher wisdom. Yeah. So passive numbers, in numerology, there are 2 types of numbers. There's the passive number, there's the active number. Passive numbers help us sit still. So it's a bit like, you know what, today you need to go to school. You need to sit down at a desk and you need to let life teach you some stuff. Yeah. An active number is more like, hello, you've done your lesson, get out there and do things. Yeah. So 6 and 9 are passive numbers. Now, that doesn't mean nothing's going to happen. There's always stuff happening. There's always attainments, irrespective of whether we are in passive periods or active periods. It's just that passive states help us realize, help us heal, help us complete. And that's really important because 51.6 as an endpoint, 6 is about healing. It's about coming to balance. It's even about resting, recuperating, healing. 6 is peace within, let alone outside, because of course we've got to have it within to really manifest the outside stuff genuinely, wholesomely. And that's interesting too, because 6 is authenticity. Why? Because you can't get to love, real love, unless you're real. You can't get to real peace, harmony, sharing, win-win, unless you're kosher. So 9, the specific reality for this month, is all about closure, concluding things. 9 is also about compassion, not only for other people, but also for ourselves. Yeah, not because one is more or less, of course. So this month, don't be surprised. And this is where it gets really interesting. So bear with me, I get very excited when this moment happens because, again, if you go through to videos 2 or 3 in this month's series of monthly observations, you'll hear me talking about other dynamics that will explain everything I've just said to another level. Yeah, what do I mean by that? I've talked about in the birth numbers this month, they've got a lot of 1s, 11.2, 10.1, you with me? In a way that is about coming to ourselves to the next degree, realising who we are, what it takes to live the path that we're on, and to do that in a way that is of integrity and inclusive of all else in a balanced way. Yeah. I've also talked in video 3, thank you, about the review of models and frameworks, making sure that everything is as tight as it can be, and also that aspect of realising and understanding that this month is going to bring. So through these things, we come to peace, we come to healing, Healing often happens because we realize something, because we process it and we release it and we get guidance or intuitive sense on, that's why that happened, or that's why that's happening. Yeah? Closure is often manifested as a result of us, shall we say, being encouraged by life to deal with things, to draw lines, to honour what we need as our truth in a way that's respectful of others. So in a sense, all of the videos this month seem to be just suggesting that November 2024 is going to be about closure. It is going to be about finality. That doesn't necessarily mean, should we say, negative or hard. Of course, at times that's required, so don't be afraid of it if life invites you for that, yeah? And that's interesting too, because this chart, as in this month's chart, November 2024, we have 8 ones and we have 7 twos. So 1 is just slightly higher than the twos, and 1 is self and 2 is relating. So what that can mean, on one level, it can be incredibly affirming. When the 1 count is higher than the 2, whoever I is, I can feel more affirmed. I can feel more acknowledged by life, let alone other people, I can have a greater sense of being on track, in sync with flow, and of flow being in sync with me, whoever me is, When 2 hangs about, we're talking about relationship and on any level, and therefore positioning ourselves, learning to position ourselves well. So we have those sorts of dynamics flowing through this month's chart, as they always are, frankly. But the outcomes, the end states, whether they are energetic, whether they are real world, it is a 51-6. In other words, more adaptability, quite possibly a little bit of forgiveness in a way that is release, freedom from confinement, oppression, repression, egoic dynamics, whether that's turned towards self or whether that's towards others. And 2178 tells us that we're going to be learning. This month is going to be showing us more. And of course, every month does, every day does, if you've got your eyes sort of half open, and even if you don't. So all in all, it's a good month. It's a productive month. Don't be surprised if this month helps you seal off certain things in a way that really does leave you feeling as, you know what, I'm ready for a new start and I can sense it's coming. So all the very best to you. Thank you very much for tuning in. Again, please let me know how these videos get across. And if you need a hand about anything, or you want to learn numerology, energy work, intuitive development, professional development, please get in contact via the website www.psychicandenergywork.com.au. Travel well through November. All the very best to you. I look forward to speaking with you soon.